You look up, expecting the familiar silver glow, but you find a void, a terrifying, velvet black. No explosion echoed through the atmosphere because sound cannot travel in a vacuum. No warning was given by the world's greatest telescopes or space agencies. 1 second it was there, and the next, it simply wasn't. We are no longer a balanced system. We are a planet in free fall. Beneath the surface of our skin, a primal fear begins to wake up. York, the Atlantic doesn't just resit invades with a roar that drowns the skyscrapers. In London, the Thames flows backward, swallowing the city in a muddy, cold embrace. That weight, the Earth begins to lose its balance in the cosmic dark. Imagine the North Pole shifting toward Europe, then toward the Atlantic. We are the children of the moon. Without our mother, we are truly lost. Sleep now, if you can, and dream of the light that will never return. Look at the moon one last time, for it is a ghost you don't know yet. For eons, it has been our most faithful companion in the cold vacuum of space. It witnessed the rise and fall of dinosaurs and the birth of every empire. It was the rhythm of our lives, the light of our lovers, and the compass of our sailors. But tonight, the cosmic clock has been shattered beyond repair. Imagine a quiet evening, the world humming with the usual sounds of civilization. You look up, expecting the familiar silver glow, but you find a void, a terrifying, velvet blackness where our guardian used to stand. No explosion echoed through the atmosphere because sound cannot travel in a vacuum. No warning was given by the world's greatest telescopes or space agencies. 1 second it was there, and the next, it simply wasn't. The stars look different now, colder, more distant, and infinitely more lonely. In the first 60 seconds, a strange chill settles over the observers. People check their lenses, thinking it's a cloud or a glitch in their vision. But the satellites are already sending back data that confirms the impossible. The massive gravitational anchor of the Earth has been cut loose. We are no longer a balanced system. We are a planet in free fall. Beneath the surface of our skin, a primal fear begins to wake up. Water is the Earth's most sensitive element, and it is the first to react. For billions of years, the moon's gravity held the oceans in a delicate bulge. As the moon vanishes, that invisible hand suddenly lets go. Imagine a massive bowl of water being shaken by an unseen giant. The tidal bulges, no longer held in place, begin to flatten and collapse. A wall of water, miles high in some places, begins to race toward the shores. This isn't a normal tsunami. This is the redistribution of the entire planet's mass. In New York, the Atlantic doesn't just resit invades with a roar that drowns the skyscrapers. In London, the Thames flows backward, swallowing the city in a muddy, cold embrace. Coastal regions, where 40% of humanity lives, become the front lines of an unwinnable war. Ports are pulverized. Ships are tossed like toys into downtown streets. The infrastructure of global trade is erased in a single night of watery fury. But the horror isn't just in the water you can see. It's in the pressure you feel. The sudden shift in water mass changes the pressure on the tectonic plates. Earthquakes begin to ripple along the faults, triggered by the oceanic chaos. The Earth is literally adjusting its bones to the new, moonless reality. The moon was more than a light. It was a stabilizer, like the weight on a tightrope walker. It kept the Earth's tilt at a steady 23.5 degrees. Without that weight, the Earth begins to lose its balance in the cosmic dark. Astronomers watch in horror as the planet begins to wobble on its axis. This isn't a fast movement, but it is a catastrophic one for our climate. Imagine the North Pole shifting toward Europe, then toward the Atlantic. The seasons, which we relied on for farming and survival, begin to melt together. Winter in the Sahara, scorching heat, and the Arctic of the world is losing its rhythm. The winds, driven by these temperature shifts, turn into permanent hurricanes. The atmosphere is no longer a protective blanket. It's a chaotic, swirling mess. Weather forecasts become useless as the rules of meteorology are Agriculture fails as crops can't understand when to bloom or when to die. We are facing a hunger that no technology can solve. Nature is the next to fall, for it has a lunar clock embedded in its DNA. Thousands of species use the moon to migrate, to hunt, and to reproduce. Corals in the Great Barrier Reef, which spawned by the lunar cycle, are now lost. Insects that navigate by moonlight find themselves spinning in endless circles. The nocturnal world, once a kingdom of silver light, is now a tomb of ink. Owls cannot find their prey. Wolves lose the signal to their pack. The darkness is so absolute that the very concept of night feels like a threat. Deep in the oceans, the currents that move nutrients are slowing down. The conveyor belt of life is grinding to a halt. Because the moon is no longer pulling, we are witnessing the largest extinction event since the asteroid hit the Yucatan. And humans are not exempt from this biological confusion. Our sleep cycles, our hormones, our very sanity are tied to the celestial light. Depression and anxiety spread like a plague as the natural order dissolves. As the weeks turn into months, humanity retreats into the interiors of continents. We become a species of caves and bunkers, hiding from the chaotic weather above. The night sky is now a source of trauma, a reminder of what we have lost. We realize that our modern world was built on a stability we never earned. Without the moon, the days are shorter. The Earth spins faster now. A day is no longer 24 hours, but something strange and hurried. Time itself feels like it's slipping away from our control. We spend our remaining energy trying to recreate the lunar glow with artificial lights. But a lead bulb can never replace the soul of the silver orb. We look back at our history and realize that every myth, every poem, was a gift from the moon. It was the mirror that showed us our own potential for wonder. Now, we are alone in the dark. A small blue marble wobbling through the void. The Earth will continue to spin, and life, in some strange form, might endure. But the human era, the one of tides and seasons and romantic nights, is over. We are the children of the moon, and without our mother, we are truly lost. Sleep now, if you can, and dream of the light that will never return.